What's up, my brothers and sisters? So, a couple of weeks ago, maybe even like a month or two now, I recorded I guess it's Elon's space train or something like that. I don't know what it's called. His satellites or whatever. How they're like in a straight line and they just fly across the sky. Well, maybe. Um, I did get it on video. It's not the best footage, but I do what I can with what I have. Um, and a lot of other people have seen it and recorded it. And then Mr. BB uh, showed on his channel. It looked like the same thing. It was a straight line of lights, but they were going extremely slow, and they were more spaced out. Um, like there was more space in between the lights. Then I didn't catch this one on camera because it was just so fast and I didn't even expect it. But how do you say? It was almost like the same thing, but it was much smaller. And when it zoomed out through the sky, it was so fast, it was like the blink of an eye. So I have to question if it's even satellites that we're looking at here. Okay. And then if that makes me question if we're even looking at satellites, that makes me even question if Elon is even a part of this. So what I have in mind, what I'm trying to get at is it may be a lie. It's a lie, and Elon's another face who's a part of the show. That way they can put it on him and that it's his technology or blah blah blah, right? So I don't have it on footage because it was that fast and I didn't expect it. I did catch the long one that everybody's been seeing. But again, Mr. BB on his channel, I don't know which video it is, but he did feature a video footage from somebody who recorded something very similar to those satellites. It was a straight line and it was a row of lights, but they were going extremely slow and they were very spaced out. They had like a lot of room in between each other. Okay. And then I saw one in the sky that I didn't expect, and it flew so fast. I mean, it was like the blink of an eye. And it might have even been one or two, and then it was like a streak because it was so fast. But no, it seemed like maybe five lights in a row. Then there was another time where I was looking at the sky and I saw two lights. You see how the two red dots are right there at the bottom? That's what the two lights looked like, and they were in a straight line. So there was one in front and one in back. Now, what I'm trying to get at with that is, to me, what it looked like was a beam. Like if they were doing like construction up there or something, right? And there was like a beam and two guys were holding the beam on their shoulders and they were the lights. That's what it looked like to me. Um so I really got a question, like, are the lights Elon's? Is it a lie? Is he just another face that's part of the show? I don't know. You know, this just comes to my heart because you really got to question everything. You know what I mean? Like, don't believe what those people tell you because most of the time it's a lie. That's what they want you to believe, and it very well may be Elon's satellites. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he does have the capability, um, but I haven't really heard too much of his rocket. I mean, or I haven't been paying. Excuse me, or I haven't been paying attention to his, whatever he's doing. Because when it comes to Elon, more of the news about him lately is his girlfriend because she's all weird and she's like a poppy of the internet or whatever, and then him buying Twitter or whatever. Like, that's the big news for Elon because he's such a billionaire or a gazillionaire or whatever you want to say. I don't know. These things I gotta question it, man. I mean, I'm just that person that I'm not like saying I'm paranoid or that like whatever, right? Or that I'm like insane and crazy, which I might be, but um, you got to look outside of the box of things, right? Like, and it's just funny because the answer that people give is always the generic answer that everybody else is giving. And what I mean by that is like, the other day I was like, because I'm a felon, so I was like telling my dad, like, what if the cops come up here and they're like, well, you can't have that gun, and we need to take it. And he's like, oh, well, they're not taking my guns, right? And they're not gonna, and I'm like, well, you're not planning on duking it out with the police either, are you? Let's be realistic here, you know what I mean? And it was funny because I saw a video from Prepper Princess, and she was saying the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody acts out of emotion. And then they say the same thing, and then she was saying the same thing too. She was like saying, these people act all macho, and then they're like, they're not coming over to my house to take the guns, and and she's like, you're gonna go, you yourself is gonna go up against the military when they come and knock on your door, or the police. You're not gonna win. You're not gonna win. And who are you gonna be helping if, you know, by doing that, by killing yourself and killing everybody else in the house? You know what I'm saying? That's not the way to think. The object of the game and the object of this mission is survival, life, to live. That is the object of this. That is the mission of all of this. Most people and their logic is going to only get them one place, and that is death. I'm just saying, the object of this mission and the object of this game, however you want to put it, is to survive, is for life, not death, not to die, not to have everybody else get killed. You want to be as invisible as possible, like a gray man. That's like when all the riots were going on. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, it's so easy to just like walk through the crowds of rioters because I just put on like three different types of clothes, right? First, I'm gonna be walking through the BL Lives Matter, right? And I'm gonna hold my fist up and go matter, matter, matter. And then as soon as I get to that crowd, I'll take off my clothes. Then I'll be like Antifa, Antifa. And then I'll take off my clothes. Then I'm just like regular. I'm like, oh, whew, good thing I made it to work. I just have like a backpack full of like Antifa clothes and like BL Lives Matter, right? Like, you know, I was like invisible the whole time because this guy's in my face going BL Lives Matter, right? If I was to like, how do you say, oppose him, I'd have a problem. But if I just stay quiet and hold my fist up and do like circles and like get through the crowd, right? Like I just like made it invisible, right? Like I mean, I don't know, just saying.